The Pro Bowl is an event that myself and many others regard as pointless. Sure, it brings some football in a week that lacks it, but unless it's your first Pro Bowl, most of the players don't really care either. However, both from a player and fans perspective, the NFL has introduced new aspects to improve it over the past few seasons. The different competitions at the Skills Showdown has been fun to watch, and trying out new rules such as attempting a 4th and 15 instead of going for an onside kick. There are still issues though, with the game lacking excitement, with a lack of tackling taking place as players are worried about meaningless injuries. Flag football has been popularised over the last few years, with the introduction of the AFFL, which has seen legends of the game, including Mike Vick, cleat up once again. By making the Pro Bowl a flag game, there would be less risk for the players getting hurt, as it would eliminate contact from the game. You could either split the conferences up to make 4 teams, or bring back 4 Hall of Famers as captains to select their teams from a pool of players that have been voted in. This would create the chance for more wacky and crazy play designs, as well as letting players mix up positions. Even the big men in the trenches who would be complaining about the lack of contact wouldn't pass up the opportunity of catching a touchdown. There could be more incentive to win games through this method, with there being semi-finals and the ultimate final, with more prize money received through how far you advance through the tournament. Sure, if this happened there would be plenty of complaints for the lack of contact and not sticking to the traditional pads and helmet game. However, the majority of tackles you see in the Pro Bowl are essentially two-hand touch anyway. Turn the game into flag football would bring more attention to a game that brings another viable option of playing the sport. There is more concern now for head injuries than ever, with America banning heading in football, soccer for you guys, up to the age of 10. Yet, kids from the age of 5 are still getting kitted up and playing contact American football. Whilst I expect this to be an unpopular decision to the majority, but it's an opinion I stand by. As a Brit, playing flag footballs gave me a basic understanding of the rules of the game and the technique that goes with different positions. Therefore, at least from the skill positions, I was more prepared than the other rookies once I placed the plaids on and could spend more effort into learning how to tackle and block effectively. Drew Brees is a huge advocate of flag football, having played it over contact until he went to high school. This is something that should be encouraged more in order to help reduce the rising figures of head trauma from the sport. Whether or not this happens, at least the Pro Bowl has taken the right step over the past few years to increase fun as both the participant and for the viewers at home or watching in the stadium. Long may it continue as we see the best players from the season compete. Although NFL, do fix your voting to prevent players like Xavier Rhodes, who had a massive drop off in 2019, still managing to play as an alternate.